All right, so I'm going to be teaching you guys how to read a nutrition label, and how to count out the exact calories on the nutrition label. So, as you can see here, we have a box of pure protein, galactic brownie protein bars. And so if we go to the nutrition facts, little chart here, it says the serving size for one bar is 180 calories. And we know from, previous classes on this that every 1 gram of fat, for every 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. So 9 calories per 1 gram of fat. And then for carbs and protein, they are both the same for the calories per gram. So for every 1 gram of carbohydrate, that equals 4 calories. So same goes for protein. Every 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. So if we go ahead and count up each of these numbers here, we will be able to see what the true value is, the true caloric value of this protein bar. So if we go ahead and do 4.5, so I got my calculator app out here. So we'll go ahead and do 4.5 times 9, and that gives us 40.5 calories for this amount of fat in the bar. And then we do plus 18 grams of carbs, as you see there. 18 times 4, because each gram of carb is 4 calories. And then we press equal. So this is 80 calories according to this amount of carbohydrates here. And then we do 20 grams of protein. So we do plus 20 times 4, because each gram of protein is 1 calorie. So we do 20 times 4, and that equals 192.5 calories per bar. As you can see here, 192. So if you go based off the actual nutritional content based on this this protein bar, you can see it's actually 12 calories more than the listed caloric value of one protein bar. So the true caloric value for every 1 protein bar of this flavor, Galactic Brownie, is 192.5 calories. And if you're wondering why it doesn't equal the same amount of calories that it lists on the box, it's because the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, can actually lie up to 20% of the caloric value of the given item. So that is why it's not always equal to the caloric value that's listed on the packaging, because they have about a 20% buffer on the things that are listed. So we'll go ahead and do, let's see here, we'll go ahead and do the same thing for this bag of pork rinds. So straighten it out. So as you can see, there's 5 servings per container. That's one thing you always want to look at on these nutrition labels, is the servings per container, because you might eat it. You say eat the whole bag and think you're only eating 70 calories, but then you look up here, and whatever the servings per container is, you'll have to times this number by 5 for all of these. So if we go ahead and pull out our calculator, we can see that the base calories that it says it has in the package is 350 calories, and you get that by timesing 5 by 70. But we are going to find out the true caloric value that we got here. So if you take the total amount of fat, which is 4 grams, and you times that by 9, because there are 9 calories per 1 gram of fat. So you go ahead and times 4 times 9, which is equal to 36. So 36 calories for the amount of fat. And then we go to the carbohydrates here. See, it has 2 grams of carbohydrates. So we go ahead and do plus 2 times 4. And then we get 44 calories in total with the carbohydrates added. And then we go to protein. We get 7 times 4. Plus 7 times 4 equal to 72 calories for this whole thing. But don't forget, we have to times it by 5 for the serving size. So if we go ahead and times 72 times 5, we end up getting 360, which is actually 10 more calories than the listed nutrition label says there are. So they kind of give a little buffer here with the about, but the actual caloric value is 360 calories for this whole bag and not 350 calories as listed on the nutrition label. But yeah, that's pretty much how you read a nutrition label. You go through the fat, the carbs, and the protein, and you count up all the caloric values, and that's how you get your true caloric value for the bag or the food product that you have. Thanks. Also, in the class, each student would have about two or three nutrition labels that they would work on and count up the caloric value for each one. So that way they get good at adding and multiplying where they need to get the true caloric value. Thanks.